Good afternoon. This is Chris Brecher with the Simpler Stocks free video for September 20th, 2016. As you can see, it's about 39 minutes before the close. Today was all about an unwinding of the big old S&P rebalance on Friday. Got to tell you, I go through the Twitter sphere, just ad nauseum, look at hundreds of different posters, and there wasn't one other newsletter that talked about what was going to go on today that it seems like I was able to figure out. The whole idea is this: ES's underperformed now for a week. See that right there and right here. NQs outperformed for a whole week. Why did this happen? Because last week was a big S&P rebalance. In that S&P rebalance, the companies that over the last 3 months have bought back the most stock have to have stock for sale to rebalance the index. The companies, on the other hand, that haven't bought back stock over this quarter have to be bought. The whole idea is in the ES are most of the stocks that buy back their stock. In the NQs, you get more of the tech kind of stocks like the Facebooks of the world, the Netflix. Check what happened to Facebook on the close on Friday. Closed on its high for the day. On its high for the day. How about Amazon? There's another one for you. Closed, had 8 million to buy on Friday, closed right there, and then today has continued to go down. So the whole idea was that today when it's unwound, the ES should act a lot better than the NASDAQ. Well, as you see on here, if we go to the Italian here, and we still have 30 minutes left, but as you'll see on here right now, we have the ES is up 1, we have the NASDAQ down 14, Russell up 7, the Dow up about 8, advanced decline has been actually strong all day, up about 1,100. But yet the bonds up all of 2. Transport's up 42, making back a little of last week. Here's another thing for you. A lot of transport stocks have big old buybacks, and they unwound. They had to be sold on Friday. SPX up all of 3. Dollar not doing much. Gold up a bit. Crude oil up a bit. You'll see the volatility doing all much of nothing in here. So the whole idea on here is where do you go from here? This becomes the difficult thing in here of where the ESs go. Are the ESs going to do this on a 195 and break down like this big old bear flag here? Or are they going to do what the NQs are doing, which is the NQs tried to have some kind of flag and then just went up to go to actually a new high? Really tough call in here. This is the way I like to play this type of market. I don't like to buy strength in this type of market. I want to short resistance. I want to short these areas in the NASDAQ. And the ESs, I'm going to look for stocks that have bear flags. So on the other hand, I'm going to look for individual stocks that look great on the chart. In our our site has that you could pay $7 for a 30-day trial. We have the chat room where I'm on 9 to 10 in the morning. Premium videos a lot more in depth than what you're hearing now, and the email alerts. The email alerts are key in here. The reason I went right to them is I show index and futures charts. They've been working really well. I show unusual option activity when I see it. Today I put a big 3 of them in there. That doesn't mean to jump on it that second, but our unusual option activity ideas overall work pretty darn well. The reason I'm showing you this is our stock trades and chart ideas. Over the weekend, I showed in here, if we go down, here are some ideas. If we go up, look at these stocks. And I add them into FinViz in here. These stocks did great today. The short ideas went down. The whole idea is you took stocks like this. And I try to tell people all the time, don't fall in love with a stock, fall in love with a chart. Look at CARA, how well that's acting today. We had one after another that not only did I publish over the weekend, but we went over the long ideas and how to set them up in the chat room this morning. Here's one for you, HFC. Here's another one for you. Look at this stock since we mentioned it this morning. Straight up. Right there is where we mentioned it. How about INVN? Here's another one that was right from our list. Look at that. We were buying it today around here. It went from 755 to 8. Really good percentage move. So if you get a chance, try to check us out. Check out the $7 30-day trial. A lot of these ideas worked great. Where do we go from here? I think that you have to look at leaning short in the NASDAQ. If the ESs do break down, I think the NASDAQ will follow. So I hope everybody has a great night. I will talk to you tomorrow.